Picking up right from where we left off last time, I need to identify the source of the rattling noise when I tried running the AC before. I'm also checking for any loose objects that may be hitting the fan when it's turned on. I removed the cabin air filter and noticed there were leaves on it. This may very well have been the source. To make sure, I need to run the AC. But to do that, I need to run the car, so I need to reassemble the radiator so that the car can run. First, I gently bend the AC condenser back into place. This is so that the AC condenser isn't in the way when I'm installing the radiator. I installed the radiator in the reverse order that I removed it from the donor car, first installing the radiator and hooking up the lower hose. I also connect the coolant temperature sensor. Now I carefully slide in the fan shroud, being careful not to bump against the radiator or the connector that goes to the reservoir. I especially need to be careful to move the radiator hose out of the way. Once that's in, I screw in the 3 bolts, connect the electrical wiring, and connect the upper radiator hose. I also attach the coolant reservoir. Now I fill the radiator with coolant. Now I jump the car to start it up. As this engine has overheated before, I need to pay special attention to any strange noises or vibrations. But I'm glad to see that there doesn't seem like there is any, and the engine seems to be running smoothly. I turn on the AC and confirm that the fan is turning on as a response. Now I confirm that inside the air is cold and there's no strange clicking noise anymore, so it seems the AC system was not damaged. Having confirmed that, I replaced the cabin air filter because it was dirty and needed to be replaced anyways. Now it's time to swap the hood. First, I disassemble the hood from the donor car. The two joints have 4 bolts each, 2 attaching the hood to the joint and 2 attaching the joint to the body of the car. Balancing the hood is the most challenging part. I compared the joints to check whether they were damaged. Good thing I did. I didn't think they would be deformed to such a degree until I had a reference next to them. Both sides were deformed and needed to be replaced. First, I reattached the joints to the chassis. Then I attached the hood onto the joints. Once again, it's a balancing act. Now then, before I start reattaching the fenders, I want to deal with any rust spots or exposed bare metal. I'm using this rust reformer. I had used sandpaper and a shop towel to sand off any loose paint. Now I just spray on this rust reformer. I use a piece of cardboard and shop towels to keep the rust reformer from getting onto other surfaces. Now it's time to install the front module that contains the hood lock and airbag sensor. First, I remove it from the donor car. The cover is clipped on 3 sides and 1 retainer clip on the bottom. Then the module is held on by 3 10mm bolts. The hood latch cable also slots into this module, as does an electrical connector. All of these need to be disconnected. Now I attach the module by performing the disassembly instructions in reverse order. Now I attach the 2 radiator support mounts. This will keep the radiator in place. I try to confirm that the lock works and can be unlocked before closing the hood for real. Now I attach the cover. Now it's time to start reassembling the fenders. There is a wheel well shroud that is attached by a few retainer clips. In a previous video, I had difficulty removing them due to not being able to get my tool into position for some of the retainer clips. I realized I just needed to take the wheel off first. If you're changing a flat tire, this is the same procedure. Now the shroud can be easily removed and reattached. The mudguard is attached using screws, so this also gives me space to use a screwdriver. Just as I needed to remove the wheel to remove the shroud, I also need to remove the wheel on the original car to connect the shroud. So that's what I'm doing here. And this is pretty much the end of the video for now. Please join me next time as we continue on this journey. Thanks for watching.